Hi everyone, it's Spirit Guide. How are you? Well, welcome back. I hope you're starting or enjoying your 24 hours. I absolutely am enjoying mine. Thank you for finding my reading. If my reading found you, I like to say I'm calling you back to the tribe, so welcome back. And if you just found my reading, just happened to, it was recommended to you, or a friend recommended it to you, excellent. Thank you. All right, let's begin on this journey. So, as you saw, I just cleansed my hands, of course, with the hand sanitizer. So, I am ready to go into this reading. Today's reading, we're going to start with the Alice in Wonderland cards, which are the hologram cards. These cards are very different. They are almost like um, it's one message, and then once it gives the message, then everything else tends to fall with it. So let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Is there a message for my community? Is there a message for my community as we move into our 24 hours? Some of us are well into our 24 hours, and some of us are just waking into those 24 hours. Is there a message for my community? Okay. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Okay. All right. So it looks like we're going to be focusing on some personal development, right? You changed quickly. Okay. All right. Let's see some emotions around that. Right. So what emotion do we have for changing quickly? Change is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's we all have to do it. Our bodies do it. Every 7 years, you get a new skeleton, right? So it's absolutely necessary. So let's see about the changes we've made. Is there a message from our community? What's the emotion surrounding my community? Thank you. Good. Trust. Trust. Very nice. Okay, let's get one more message. Is there one more message for my community? We seem to says trust. Trust. Very interesting. It's two circles on the outside. Wow, that card just jumped out. Wow. Fear. Fear. Are we afraid of change? What are we afraid of? I always think fear is just the unchallenged uh, personality, right? Fear is just unchallenged. It's an emotion, it's something that goes unchecked, So we just kind of let, it's almost like fear is the bratty child, right? We let fear run amok. We don't challenge it. We don't tell it to sit down. We don't tell it to behave. We just let it go because we don't know what lies on the other side of fear, right? But this card has an open door. That's an open door, right? So there's some type of opportunity, there's some type of growth, there's something here that the door is open, and right around the door, if you look, is like brick. So really the only thing that's holding us back in this card would be brick that's only about 6 inches around, right? And the human body is much bigger than that. So there is a portal, a doorway we can walk right through, right? All right, so we have to start using our trust, right? So we have the two circles that are not connected, and then in the middle we have a heart that connects the inner circles, right? And that almost reminds me of the body, like how we started talking about the body in the beginning. It reminds me of the body, right? We have all these halves of our body, and literally our heart is the center. It's right there. It's our lifeline, right? Okay. So I'm seeing, other than there being uh, fear of change, fear of what's going on, there is a new beginning starting here. There's a new beginning, and we're not. It looks like we're not really too sure of it. There's some uncertainty here. There's also, like an innocence going on, where we are stepping into something that is not, or it's not guaranteed. Whatever it is, it's not guaranteed. And I Okay, King of Needles came out. Um, and I 100% can. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, and the Emperor. All right, very nice. I 100% can identify with that. You know, um, change happens, and then we're fearful, but then those around us, when we're changing, when things are happening differently, they're also afraid. They're afraid too. Okay, so let's see about this fear. Is there one more card? Is there one more card from the Tim Burton deck? Is there one more card? Is there one more card? Oh, wow. Okay. Six of Candles upside down. 4-card spread, please. One more. 4-card spread, one more. So the Emperor showed up. So there's someone who is in charge here. Someone who is embodying this Emperor spirit, right? And I feel like this is a continuation from yesterday's reading. We had the reading where there was a decision to be made and someone's loved one asked them to make that decision. So this might be a continuation, because I'm thinking that because the Emperor's here. The Emperor showed right up, right? And then we have the 6 of Candles. Okay, that's contemplation. And we have the trust, we have fear. All of these things, this might be an actual continuation. I'll know as I move forward. But intuitively, I'm picking up that there is a major, of course, there's a major change that's happened. There are decisions that have to be made. The trust factor is here. However, I'm thinking this trust has something to do with this situation as opposed to the fear, right? So the fear is the after effect. The fear is what's going to happen afterwards. I don't think it has anything to do with, I don't feel it has anything to do with the actual event itself. Okay? All right. So, right. We had him yesterday in the reverse, right? So King of Needles has brains, logic, and determination. He's deeply respected but sometimes feared for his cold, shrewd tendencies, right? So the King of Needles has to show when the Emperor is here. Those two go together, okay? The King of Needles and the Emperor. They're both, the Emperor is someone who is in charge, someone who is the leader, You can change the order, put it that way, but we'll put them one on top of the other. So this Emperor has a personality of very, like I said, shrewd, cold, has that personality. And that may be where some of the change needs to come in, okay? But it also can be, this can be an opportunity because the candles are here, right? So this is 6 of Candles. 6 of Candles speaks of how change is inevitable, right? And change in the 6 of Candles, especially in the reverse, I'm going to double check the reverse, but 6 of Candles in the upright talks about change is inevitable. It talks about success with that change, okay? So, right, so the upright is success, okay? The reverse, you've been measuring yourself against other people's barometers, success, and feeling disappointed. It's time to check in with yourself, okay? That's the 6 of Candles in reverse. That's what they're telling us. So it's saying, there's some kind of hesitancy, right? There's maybe a fear, right? There we go. There's your fear. And I think we all go through that. We all go through the feeling of we're not good enough. We don't, the neighbor has a better car, and we're always looking at someone else's grass and thinking it's greener and it's healthier and it's more abundant, right? But we've learned in history that that's not necessarily it. Sometimes people have situations that you don't know about that made the grass green. It may not have been gotten through the means you think it was gotten through. And sometimes it was gotten through those means. Sometimes people do have blessings that just fall into their lap, okay? But we have to focus on our fears, our goals, our trust, our situation, with us changing in the night, right? So this change is quick. It's quick. And I really feel this is the reading, the companion reading to the other reading of Prosperity Lies Ahead. If you didn't check that video out, check that one out before finishing this one. I feel that those energies are together, okay? Yeah. So we have the Eight of Candles in the upright, right? The Eight of Candles in the upright talks about trying to be there for everyone and not focusing enough on yourself. Okay, just not focusing enough on yourself. And that also goes with the Six of Candles, right? So really, this is how the spread needs to look. Okay. So intuitively, when I look at this, I'm seeing that yes, someone was told a change needed to be made. The person understood and they did it quickly, right? They quickly made that change, okay? But in making that change, they have built up within themselves this wall of they're not understanding how things should go. And that happens when we make very quick and rash decisions for our better good, because we cannot sit and contemplate on decisions all the time. We don't have that time in a lot of cases. We just need to understand that you are the emperor. You are the emperor. Okay, you have a innate ability to create situations that are going to be successful, right? Yeah, you're a little confused, a little up in your head, a little not sure of yourself, right? That's why we put it under trust. But that means you're human, and that's exactly an emotion that is healthy. That's something we move forward with. We don't stand still with that, right? We've got to get our little, like we call it, the bratty emotion child in check, right? Fear. You can feel fear, but move through the fear. As you feel it, keep moving, right? And the fear will then turn into trust, right? You have to start trusting yourself. The decision that you've had to make, you did it for your higher good. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about how other people are living their life. Don't worry about that. Worry about you. Your situation was necessary. And I'm seeing that this is a union of a family. That's really what I'm seeing this to be. The emperor, the head person, had to make that decision, had to make a decision to understand, what am I going to do? I was asked earlier that I needed to make a decision, and I've made my decision. So how do I move forward with it? And this emperor is afraid. The emperor can be a male or a female. Whomever, in this reading, it's whoever is the head of that family. Whoever is the person, when I say head of the family, I don't mean financially. I mean, there's always an anchor in a family. Whoever the anchor is, whoever the person that everyone depends upon, everyone comes to. I'm seeing everyone talking to them. This person is trusted, they're loved, they have a lot of responsibilities on them, right? A lot of responsibilities. But this is the person who was asked by someone. I'm almost 100% sure this is the follow-up to the reading I did yesterday. They were asked by someone to please make a change, please be more loving, please be more present, please be there. And this person has made that choice, and they've made the choice, it seems to be in the positive, that they will be there. I can't tell you exactly what the choice is. I do know it has been made. A decision has been made. They are unsure of this decision with fear. They're unsure of it, but they have made it. Okay, and thank you for the bell, the confirmation bell. Okay, and just to let you know, my cell phone is clearly across the other side of the room. So it's doing this on, it's notifications, but as you can tell in the video, notifications only come when I say certain things. I'm not getting those TikTok notifications all the time. It's only during certain things. And certain videos, it doesn't chime at all. So that's definitely confirmation. Okay, well, this is beautiful. All right, let's get some Moonology on this. And then that will be it, you know. So this is wonderful. A decision has been made. Excellent. And it looks like whatever the decision is, congratulations. Congratulations on that decision. You were asked to do something, you did it, you took your time, you know, factored in everything, and you made that decision. And it's going to be the decision you've made is going to benefit your entire unit, your family. If this is a job, you have made a decision for your team. Maybe you've made a decision for a promotion. There's definitely a decision you had to make. No one else could have made it but you. And you were asked, from the reading from the other day, which I'm sure this is the second part too. That's what I'm feeling. You were asked to make that choice and also to demonstrate your higher self, right? And you did it. You stepped up to the plate. Congratulations. Okay, is there any message for the community? Is there any message for the community? We have done what we needed to do. We did our work. We made the decision. We were able to step up, and we're now demonstrating however the decision turns out. It is our best decision, and it's our highest decision. Is there a message? I think there were a few, but I was just talking. Ha! Again, work through your fears. There we go. Look at that. These cards are amazing. Work through your fears. Right? That's what we said. Thank you for the confirmation. We said that earlier. Work through your fears, right? Remember, fear, I always call it, and I know I said it a few times, but I feel like I need to say it again, right? Fear is the bratty, untamed child. No one wants to tame fear. We let it run amok. We let it misbehave. We let it give us stress. We let it take our sleep from us. Some of us, we let fear, when it's unchecked, take our health, take our hair, take our, you know, our nourishment. It takes our sanity. You know, some people, they have too much fear and they end up in hospitals, right? It's the unchecked bratty child. It really is. And I don't do that, you know. I check it as much as I can. I check it, you know. And there's some situations where you can't check it right away because we're human. But the moment you do, rein that child in, you know. You know, or if it's not a child, if you feel comfortable with saying, you know, it's an animal, that's fine. But it needs to, it's an unleashed emotion. It's an emotion that is there for us to motivate us, but don't let it take over, right? Put it in timeout. It doesn't need to take over all the time, right? Work through your fears. Is there one more card for this reading? This is a lovely, lovely reading. Is there one more card, please? All right, we're going to leave it there. There you go. The answers you need are coming. I'm going to put that with trust. And if you notice, you know, I'm into the colors. I love the colors here. If you notice, the colors for trust and for that card are the same colors, just muted a little bit. It's beautiful. All right, and that is your reading. Thank you so much, and thank you for finding my channel. And again, please leave comments or descriptions or anything you want to leave in a comment. I do read and respond to it. If it's something personal that you wanted just me to see, and the only way you could contact me, unfortunately right now, is through the comment section. If you see it deleted, that means I've read it and I probably took some notes or something, and then I closed it. I closed your comment because it was very personal, okay? All right, thank you everyone, and enjoy your 24 hours. Have a good one.